to the co-pilot side of this Cessna Caravan. Rudder lock. This is PT6A engine. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan. Today's video is gonna be abandoned Cessna Caravan tour. As you can see, I'm sitting under her wing, the Cessna Caravan wing. Vent or ram air like that, and that is her storm scope. That one, the very far on the sides of her storm scope, is her pitot tube. Wing strut and the wheel still have the air inside. This Caravan version is 25 years Caravan. Access door to the co-pilot side, and here's the leading edge of the wing. Has a very large flap from this all the way to there. Yep, got pretty dirt on it because it's left outside for a very long time. And walk along the sides of the aircraft, and we found this door. Cessna logo, and right here is oxygen filler door. This rod with airplane and the ground to lock the aircraft in place, and this one is rudder lock, so we can use it to lock the rudders in place, like lock in the center positions. Follow the line. It's the aircraft nameplate. It's an aircraft identification plate. It says Cessna, manufactured by Cessna Aircraft Company, Kansas, and unit number, blah blah blah. Model, as you can see the model. Yeah, I can focus it. The model is right here. Is 208B. What's the still inside? Yep. How big is this? Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna close it. And locked. And locked. As you can see here, we hit on the open position. Yes, this is the other compartment. It said the center compartment maximum weight 270 pounds. It's some kind of like drain things. We have to do check all of this to drain, or we call sump, in a pre-flight check. We do on this one. We need to do on this with the afterburn oil like that. I'm going to open this door, the co-pilot side door, to access to the aircraft. Yep. And then the door is open right now, as you can see inside. Yeah. So pull the step down, and I will climb a little bit up there. As you can see, everything is still here. There's air vent. There's a yoke. And that's a trim. Trim down and trim up. Look at the hub's number. This aircraft, I mean the Cessna Caravans, equipped with the Garmin G1000 avionics system. As you can see that I'm climb up here to the co-pilot side of this Cessna Caravan, and I'm gonna tell you the detail of the avionic things and control columns, I mean throttle quadrants, and the circuit breaker, and all the stuff here. As you can see behind me is the passenger seat. More than 13 people back there, and some cargo back there. And that one is captain seat. That's I usually sit in, because I am a captain on the Cessna Caravan. But in the big aircrafts, I am a first officers. Okay, let's start from the captain side. Door has been closed, lock and latch, and this vent is closed. After we step up, we check for the fire extinguisher, stare up right here, and all of this is circuit breaker panel. As you can see, the many knob here is a circuit breaker. When you put it is in operate mode. When you pull it out, that means you cut it like that. Everything is here. Okay. As you can see, this one is the sign for this yoke lock. We lock the yoke every time that we park. And this is a yoke of this Cessna Caravan. This is trim down and up. It said 25 years Caravan version. And right here is a electrical starter and avionics things control panel. So when we're on a real sequence, we're going on that one. Turn the battery on to check the voltage. But in this version is Garmin G1000. We don't have any little gauges here to check the voltage of the system volt. I mean that. But instead of that one, this one equipped with G1000, you're gonna need to turn the battery on, and then avionics on, or turn the G1000 on, because every information from the engines, including a battery voltage, fuel quantity, you need to check on this. That's why you drain the battery. Electrical panels. This is prop heat and pitot heat. Pitot heat is located on the wing. That one is pitot on the captain side, on the co-pilot side. Store heat. The store sensors, or AOA, is located that one, a little bit on the right side of the pitot tube. Okay, let's see with the light control here. Left landing light, taxi light, sorry. Right landing light, strobe light on the wing. Nav is on right green, left red. And beacon, we need to turn the beacon off. Someone just left it on. No smoking sign. No smoking sign for the passenger to know, letting the passenger know that this flight is no smoking. And seatbelt sign on. When we turn it on, that means we operate the indicator back there at the passenger side. And this is cabin. In the middle here is a MCP in Boeing 737, but this car, autopilot, something like that. Autopilot control. This one, heading box, so you can select your heading here while you turn on the autopilot. Approach mode, navigation mode. I set the course right here, and flight directions or flight directors. That will give you a little command bar. Yep, like this one. Yeah, command bar, and you follow the command bar will be perfect. And control the bank of your turn, or how many degrees you need. XFR, AP, autopilot, XFR, AP, yaw damper. We always turn the yaw dampers on after the takeoff. And this one, altimeter selection, like which altitude that you prefer to go, like this, in ALT mode. And this is vertical speed, like you're going down, you descend. On your descent, you can set your vertical speed to down like 1,200 feet per minute, or you can set the up positions in when you climb. And you climb with the vertical speed mode, VNAP, FLC, speed, course 2. And this one down here is a backup primary avionics things. This one is airspeed indicator. This one is altitude. This one is aptitude indicator. And this one is torque of the airplane. Torque of the engines. Initial separator. You can turn it locked on. This one is parking brake. When you need the parking brakes, or parking at the ramps, or parking anywhere at the airfields or airport, you just put your feet. This aircraft is kind of like toe brake. You put the toe in, and you pull this parking brake. That means you're on the parking position and locked. All of this is brightness control. This for avionics brightness control. Standby, panel, and CB. Yeah, CB circuit breaker. That one has the lights on it, and a left flood and a right flood, and air conditioning control. This one you need to be off, or you need to be vent, or you need to be cool. You can control by this one. Temperature control, bleed air from the engines, cabin heat, aft cabin pole, defrost. Control columns from the left to right. Okay, the left wheel, you can see the black big wheel here. It's a trim wheel. If you want to trim it down, just push it. And indicator is set. You trim it down, or you trim it up. When the takeoff position, you need to trim here at the center here, or you decide. And this one is emergency power idle. Yep. A manual override throttles in Malibu. I mean Piper Malibu. This one, throttle. You can use this throttle to control the powers of your engine. This one, the blue one, is control the propeller pitch. In this position we call feather. If we in the flight mode, we push it all the way here. That's called 100% of a prop. Fuel control. That's fuel control. We're using it in a startup sequence and in flight. But in flight, we don't pull it down. We just push it 100% all the time. And this one is flap control. Flap levers. And as you can see, the white one here is indicated what your positions of the flaps should be. When you push it down here, down at 10, the indicator should follow back to the 10, 20, and 4, like that. This is fuel shutoff valve. That's so important. This is aileron trim. You can turn the trim here. Yep. And this one below the aileron is rudder trim. That's a trim wheel. All of this we call trim wheel. The next one I'm going to explain this. The overhead panel. It's a fuel control levers, fuel tank selector. In this airplane we got left tank and a right tank. It's set on at 165 gallons on the left and another 165 on the right. Oxygen control. As you can see, the oxygen is 0% right now. Need to be replaced. And this is map light. Yeah. All three of it is light, map light. And that one is standby flap motor. That should be selected in a normal mode all the time while flying. And this one is the air vent. Oh, you can close it, you can open it, you can adjust it if you wanted to. And this is the fan control, ventilation air. You can turn, now is in closed position. If you turn it, the fan will operate it. On both sides, yeah, both sides, we have both side captains and co-pilots. And this one is a shade for protecting the glare from the sun or even from the cloud while we're flying. So in the morning flights, afternoon flight, it's very important for pilots. Everyone need it with the magnetic compass. And that is passenger cabin. I'm going to exit to the passenger cabin on the aft door. Now I'm just stepped down of the airplane, of the cockpit, I mean that. Back there is the co-pilot side. And I'm gonna walk you to the back door, the aft door, or compartment to access to the passenger side, and I will explain a little things back there. Now let's open this door. And we need to hold this to preventing that to pop up real fast. Yep, as we open it. And here we need to hold it tight. As you can see, the stair is down, the door is open. Here it is. As the aft door open, we can climb on it, and let's see what the passenger sides look like. I forgot to show you guys the engines under that cowling. I was trying to open up and show you guys what the engine looked like. Here it is, how the engine room looked like. Here's the battery, Concorde, pretty expensive. And this is PT6A engine from Pratt & Whitney, and fire loops and everything. We have the engine connected to auxiliary unit. I'm going to closing this cowling. As I'm sitting here at the back of the airplane, I'm gonna end this vlog right here. And thank you guys for tuning into my vlog video today. And don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. If you have any comments, just comment down below. Bye!